I'm here with Brooksaw Antiques. Today we have this 1964 Smith Corona Sterling vintage portable typewriter. I'm going to show you how to use the functions and make sure they all work. Made in the USA and one of the top typewriters made in the USA, in my opinion. This is the continuation of the Silent Super and the long-standing tradition of the Sterling, very trusted household name back in this era. Up top is the adjustable paper guide. This helps you guide the page in straight and align that up with the edge of the platen, which is the main roller that feeds the paper. And this is the left margin. I'm going to set that on 0 and the right one around 75. And this is the paper support arm that flips up from the back. And this is the paper bail that sits on top. Two adjustable rollers holds the page down nice and tight. Once you hear the bell, you're near the end of the margin. Hit this line space, get you back to the beginning. It skips 1, 2, or 3. Right now we have it on single, but if you want double, just flip that switch back to the 2. It skips 2. One more, it skips 3. We're going to keep that on single for now and finish typing. As you can see, all the keys type nice and none of them skip or stick. I'll type a sentence in red on the next line, switch from black to red. There's a switch on the right side. Flip that down to the red indicator. It prints the bottom portion of the ribbon, which is red. When you have it in the middle on the white indicator, it prints no ink at all. Just leaves a stencil for copying purposes. When you have it up top on the blue indicator, it prints the top portion of the ribbon, which is black. Remove that down for red. Beautiful. Super reliable. This is one of my favorites because the print always looks good. Pica typeface prints 10 characters per inch. But this is a really actual super durable machine. All metal shell, and it doesn't have a glossy finish, so it doesn't leave fingerprints. You can really put this thing to work and trust and rely on it, and you don't have to worry about breaking anything. It's just super sturdy and reliable. To pull the page out easy, there's a switch on the right side. Flip that towards you, unlocks the rollers underneath the platen, allowing you to pull the page out easier or load thicker paper like carbon copy or cardstock. Make sure you flip that down before you, flip that back before you load the next page. And I just put the paper support arm down. I like to keep that down because I'm constantly doing stuff like this and you will end up bending that out of shape. So put the color back on black, got a shift on each side and a shift lock on the left. To clear that, just hit the shift button again, backspace on the left side. Very good. Tab on the right, this has the fast action tab set and clear. So I'm just going to go to each one of these tabs that are already set and clear each one of them. And now we shouldn't have any tabs set. Got a nice tab break, but I always like to set one somewhere in the middle so that way when you hit the tab button, it doesn't go slamming all the way to the end, causing wear and tear on your typewriter by hitting that set button below the clear button. Just stops at that spot. You can set as many tabs as you want on this model. MR stands for margin release. When you get to the end of the margin, there's a mechanism that blocks you from printing. Hit that MR button. It does allow you to type past that all the way to the end. Very good. This one is actually in near mint condition. There's barely any scratches or scuffs on it, and it's just super duper clean. It's like it's barely been used. It does have a little bit of scratch wear on the back to where it connects in the case, and that's just any typewriter will have that just from taking it out of the case and putting it back in and just carrying it around. Open the hood, all the brand new ribbons loaded on the left side, so it's pulling to the right. Clockwise, if you want to switch that direction manually, there's a switch above the backspace. Flip it up and it pulls to the left. Flip it down and pulls to the right. And it's got an automatic reverse. When you get to the end of the ribbon, it'll pull on this mechanism on either side and swap the direction automatically, so you don't have to actually go in there and manually change the direction. It'll do it on its own with the little metal piece at the end called the eyelet. And if you don't have an eyelet, you can tie a knot or two towards about 10 inches away from the end of the ribbon, and that should do the same trick. Touch control on the top left side here, all the way to the right is low touch, all the way to the left is as high as it goes, and it just increases the tension when you hit the keys, so you do have to hit the keys harder for them to print, but they respond faster. And like the matting on this is all, it looks pretty much brand, this is basically like a brand new typewriter, barely been used. Carriage release on both sides. It's got the nice metal carriage release levers versus the newer ones that have the hard plastic ones that break off all the time. And if you do have one of those that needs one, check my eBay shop. I do have replacements and the knobs as well. These are all originals, but I do have the 3D printed replacements that look really close to these. And this doesn't have a carriage lock because of the case has two contraptions, one on each side of the knob that just holds the carriage in place so it won't move. Some of them will have a carriage lock, which just locks the carriage in the middle, so it protects the escapement when you have it in the case. This is one of the cool functions that this has. If you flip down back this panel here and move the paper bale out of the way, and this, you can lift this up as well, you can remove the platen easily. You have to also pull out the lever, and I'll show you what that's for in a bit. Lift up this lever on the front here and then just kind of pull it out. Sometimes it can, just like that. So you want to have the carriage probably more towards the, like that. It'll easier to take off and put on. But most typewriters are hard to remove the platen. So that one's really convenient to get in there and clean it out or replace or whatever. This is your line space retainer. This disables the line space retainer so you can get to an exact spot on the page. You push it in, you get the clicks. Each one of those clicks is one space. And the same concept with this line, I'll put this down for now. This lever on the inside there, you flip it down, disables the spacing, you flip it up, you get the clicks. And it does have a page gauge. If you, on the inside of the left side of the platen, there is a page gauge that just kind of warns you when you get to the end of the bottom of the page. If you load it right there below the 11, and as you're feeding it through, it'll start to warn you 2 inches remaining, 1 inch remaining, and that's the end. And that's it. Now available on eBay or Etsy or my new website, brooksawantiques.com.